does it. We always want to fall again. We're always just aching after our heart's been broken into a million pieces for somebody to come along and put it back together. At least I am. Always. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been made for each other, to be or not to be. Let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why should we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. When you're about to fall in love with somebody, when it's going to become irrevocable damage that they're going to do to you when it doesn't work out. I need a way to know if they're good or if they're bad, because I just keep picking the bad ones. But I know I'm not alone, though. I mean, ladies, let's be honest, there are a lot of bad men. Sorry, I'm sure, gentlemen, present company excluded, I'm absolutely sure. But it's all right, because, hey, that's why there's so many good songs about bad men, right? They know it's true. But this next song is about a particular type of bad man. A lazy man, a wastrel, maybe you'd want to call him. But I personally think the woman is much more interesting in this song, because the song is, of course, from her point of view. And I think the reason for that is I have always associated this song with one woman, and that is Miss O'Leary. Miss O'Leary was my father's secretary when I was a little girl, and Lucille O'Leary was her name. And she was amazing. She was tall, she was striking, she was very smart, and she could be vicious when she wanted to be. I loved it. She was always very nice to me, so I just thought it was funny. But it was a summer, I was probably about 8 years old, and I was in my father's office. I don't know why, just accept it. I was in his office, and I was in the break room with Miss O'Leary, and this song came on the radio. And I swear, she did not move through the entire song. She just stared at the radio. And when it was over, she lit a cigarette, took a drag, and said, "That song is about me, Lucy McDonald, don't you ever forget it." And then she walked out of the room. It probably was about her. I have no doubt. I think she's a super fabulous double line. She moved to New York when I was about 10, so I never found out. You had plenty money, 1922. You let other women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here and get me some money too. You're sitting Sliding said she left when I was 10. She actually moved to New York City. And I never thought about this before, but I wonder if that's why I decided I wanted to move to New York City. Could be. Who needs an analyst when you have a microphone and a piano, right? Anyway, we have one more song for you this evening. It is one of my favorites, and I hope it's one of yours. You all have been just wonderful. I think I'm going to lock you up and keep you. Have you here every night. Does that sound all right? Would you mind? No? It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble. They're only made of clay, but our love is here to stay. It's very clear our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble. They're only made of clay, but our love is here too. Our love is here too. Our love is here to stay.
So much for coming to my MA performance. This has meant so much to me. This has been, I don't know what I'm saying right now because I have not scripted this. It's been a labor of love, and it would have been absolutely impossible without the help of some really, really fantastic people who I need to thank right now. Russ Harold, and Lisa Olson, and Maggie Lou Rader, and Elisa Criado, and Alex Galicia all have helped me so much. Maggie made the lights possible, and Elisa and Maggie and Alex have been putting up with me all week. Lisa's been putting up with me since this whole thing started. This obviously would have been impossible without Russ. So I want you to thank them too, and thank you so much for coming. And if anyone wants to go out and have a drink afterwards, I would be game. So we have to clear out this place at some point, so hang out, take your time, and then have some wine. If there's any wine left, have more. And yeah, thank you guys.